Hello, welcome once again to Leto's Law. I'm Steve Leto. I've been doing videos on YouTube now for about 5 years. And for those of you who've been around for a while, you know that my specialty is lemon law. I do a lot of videos on lemon law. I've talked about car buying and defective cars and so on. And, I practice in Michigan. I've been practicing here in Michigan for almost 28 years now. And one of the phenomena that I've seen as I've been doing my videos over the years is people contact me from around the country looking for help. And, if you're in Michigan and you call me and say, Steve, I've got a legal problem, I can help you. But the sad part is if you call me from another state, I can't help people because I'm not licensed in any state but Michigan. And that's the way it works in America. You have to be licensed in a particular state to legally help somebody in that state. So I've been kind of flummoxed by this while I'm doing the videos because I like the fact that people watch me in other states. And when people call me, I wish I could help them. And so I've had people, over the years say, Steve, why don't you just get a list of attorneys in other states? Find an attorney in another state, make a list, and if you did it right and you made it comprehensive, you might have a list of 50 attorneys, and you could then, refer people out. Somebody calls you from Alaska or Idaho. And, the problem with that is, number one, I have to vet people. I'm not going to just send people to another attorney that I've never met and just say, hey, I heard this guy does this kind of stuff, because if I send you to somebody, I'm vouching for that person. I can even say I don't know them very well, but I hear they do stuff. I'm not going to do that. And we've all had that happen before. We got sent to somebody because somebody, you need somebody who does this. Yeah, here, call this person. You call them. It turns out they're not that good. Now do you go back and yell at your friend? What do you do? So here's the thing. I've been practicing law in Michigan for 28 years. And along the way, I've met all of my compatriots, the fellow attorneys who practice in my field of law. And for the most part, we all get along. We're all fighting the same fight, So I've known a few attorneys for quite some time in this field. And there's two guys, Mark Romano and Steve Stancroft, that I've known for a very, very long time. And they're competitors of mine. They handle lemon law cases in Michigan. And here's the thing. I bumped into one of them a month or two back and was simply talking to them about the fact that I do these videos now. And I made a comment about, I get these phone calls from all around the country and I wish I could help these people. And they said, we can help you. And I said, how's that? They said, well, we actually have offices and connections in other states. We handle cases in 22 different states right now, and we're actually rolling this out. We're expanding. And I said, well, you are? And they're like, yeah, why? And I said, I think there's something here that we need to do together. And so we had a couple discussions. I went down to their office. They have beautiful offices. And I've known Mark Romano. I first met him, I believe, in about 1995. I actually remember the first time I met him face to face. And I've known Steve Stancroft for almost as long. And so these are not people that I just, yank names out of a phone book. These are people I've known for over 20 years. I respect their work. And, I've had people bump into me, say, oh, I met these other guys who do lemon law, Mark Romano, Steve Stancroft. These are guys I've known for years. And I would not say their names on a video unless I actually felt this way about them. So I said, look, guys, why don't we do something here? I need somebody that I can send people to who have cases outside of Michigan. And they said, well, we aren't in all 50 states yet, but, I'm sure they have plans for, world domination. But he said, but right now we're in 22 states. And I said, beautiful, let's work this out. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to tell you about this. And I'm going to let you know right now, if you go to letoslaw.com, my website, letoslaw.com, I've had that website since 1994 also, I think 94, 95. And I'm going to put a banner on it that's going to say, if you're in Michigan, call me. Any place else, call these guys. Okay, and I'm going to put the link in the video below as well in the description. Because if you're in one of the states where these guys are, if they can help you, I can tell you right now, personal recommendation, these guys are good. They're nice guys. They're smart guys. They're good guys. So I yanked this off their website just so I'm not making stuff up here. At the Lemon Law Attorneys, which is what they call their law office, decades of experience in the areas of lemon law, consumer warranty law, matters involving consumer fraud. It's basically the same thing I do. But it's Mark Romano, Steve Stancroft, and they've been practicing in this area since 1996. And they started the Lemon Law Attorneys in 2007. It's when these two guys got together with their own firm. But they've been doing this now for 20 years, devoted their practice to assisting consumers and ensuring they're able to obtain the remedies they are due. Now, again, these guys are Michigan attorneys, but they've been expanding out so that right now they have a presence in 22 states. So if you go to my website or their website, you'll find a list that says, here are the 22 states we're in. So as of right now, they can help you if you're in Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin. And they're adding states as they go along. So I told them specifically, guys, I want to put together a page, make sure you've got one page that lists all the states you're in, so that if people come to my website and they jump over to yours, they land right there and they can pick what state they're in. Hopefully you can help them. And I understand there, are some states they're not in yet. And I apologize, but that puts us back where we were originally. I can't help you if you're in one of the states these guys aren't in. They can't help you either. But they do, I can tell you right now, a lot of these states are the states I get phone calls from. I get people in Florida all the time calling me, or, Texas. Texas, for some odd reason, I get a lot of phone calls from Texas. People saying, hey, I can't find somebody down here who does what you do. And so there are lemon law attorneys in many states. I used to say most, but I'm starting to wonder about that now based on the phone calls I get. So I used to tell people, go to your Google and type in the name of your state lemon law attorney, see who pops up. But right now, like I said, I can tell you, and I can do this with the utmost confidence, that if you are in one of those 22 states or other states that they're going to be in shortly, if you need help with a lemon law claim, a car question, or a consumer issue, okay, if you were tempted to call my office and say, hey, Steve, can you help me? Well, in Michigan, I can help you. If you're not in Michigan, go to my website or look at the link below, click on that, and go find these guys, Romano and Stancroft. They're in Plymouth, Michigan. But like I said, they are also in 22 other states. And I think if you've watched a few of my videos, you know what kind of person I am. And I'm being, deadly serious here. I would not recommend someone to you that I didn't have the utmost confidence in. And I can tell you a little story right now, and I have to digress a little bit. But before I was an attorney, I actually owned a business. I know some people right now are going, Steve, how many jobs have you had? I've had a few. Sold sunglasses wholesale. And we got sued by somebody, frivolous lawsuit, eventually got dismissed. But we didn't have an attorney, and it was a business I ran with my brother. And so somebody said, hey, I know where there's a referral service where you can call them and they'll refer you to an attorney. I didn't know how that worked. Okay, I wasn't even planning on being an attorney just yet. So we called this referral service and they referred an attorney to us who turned out to be an absolute bozo. I mean, I hate to say that, but he was. And we wound up wasting a lot of money. We wound up firing him. We got better results after we fired him, which is an indication of something. And in later years, when I became an attorney, I realized, oh, wait, an attorney who can't get business on his own would then go to that group and they would find him somebody to represent. And, I bumped into the attorney years later in court, and I talked to him for a little while, and I felt kind of sorry for him. Didn't look like he's doing much better than he had been before. But the problem is that you want to get a referral or somebody who says, hey, look, call this guy. I know this guy, or I've seen this person's work. I've seen these guys in court. I've sat in court before while they're up there arguing in front of the judge, and they've seen me in court, so I know these guys. I wouldn't tell you to call these guys without that amount of confidence in them. And that to me is important. So, I've had people, by the way, just in case you're curious, I've had people call me up and say, Steve, I want you to put me down and say that I am in this particular state and I handle lemon law claims. And I'm like, who are you? No offense, but I don't know you. I have no idea. I can't put my name behind somebody else's name for fear that it's going to harm my name. These guys, I can do it. So Mark Romano, Steve Stancroft, the Lemon Law Attorneys is what they call their firm. It's in Plymouth, Michigan, but they do handle cases in 22 other states. So if you have a legal claim that you think I might be able to handle, but you're in a different state, go to my website or look below, click the link, and you'll go there. And if you're on the list of states that they handle, give them a call. Okay? Give them a call, and I can say that with the utmost confidence because I've known these guys for as long as I've known them. So there you have it. Steve Stancroft, Mark Romano, or the firm is called Romano and Stancroft, or the Lemon Law Attorneys. And that's the reason why, if you go to click on my website, for the first time in over 20 years I've had that website, I have a banner saying, by the way, you can call these guys. Okay? That's how that works. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.